Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'd like to welcome you to the Family Cricket Day and Ontario Schools Cricket Championship. It's wonderful to see you all on such short notice, but that truly shows the passion of the cricketing community. Cricket is a game that truly brings everyone together. At this point, I'd like to introduce you to our honored guests, Honorable Premier Doug Ford.
Thanks, Derek. Well, first of all, it's great to be here, back here, I should say. I remember years ago when Rob was mayor of Toronto, we wanted to start a cricket tournament. Ronald, where are you? There you are. Ronald came into my office and said, we want to start a cricket tournament. I think, what was there, 8 teams at the beginning?
Yeah, we had a 10-team pilot project back in 2011.
10 teams back in 2011.
150 today.
150, that's incredible. So we planted the seed, and now we're expanding. We have to find more cricket fields. That's a big issue, because there's a lot of space needed for cricket, but we're going to do that. We're going to continue supporting cricket. It's one of the fastest growing sports, if not the fastest growing sport in all of Ontario, if not Canada. I just want to wish each and every one, all the best. And I was looking for my cricket uniform. Honestly, they gave it to me years ago. But I can tell you one thing, in 8 years before, when we started 8 years ago or so, I've gained a few pounds. So I got to knock off the beef and get back into my cricket uniform and go out there and hit the ball a few times. I just want to, again, wish you all the best. We're going to continue to grow this right across the province, which we're doing right now. And if you ever need any help, my friends, you just give us a call. Take care. God bless you. Thank you. Oh, hold on. I apologize. I want to introduce my all-star team. Deepak, come on.
Hey, Deepak.
And Khalid Rashid. Sharif Sawai. Pramit Sakaria. Nina Tangri. Amarjot Sandhu. Minister of Education Lisa Thompson. And Rudy Cazzetto. Natalia. Oh, Natalia. Where are you hiding, Natalia? Oh, my favorite Polish person in the whole world. Natalia Kusanova. And where's Sharif? Who am I missing? I mentioned Sharif in here. Okay, and everyone else. Thanks, guys. Okay, Sharif got the double mention. Thank you.
Thank you, Premier.
How can I ever forget Natalia?
I won't let you.
Oh, believe me, I know.
I would also like to mention some of our other special guests that are here today. Mayor Bonnie Crombie, who would be running a bit late today. I'd also like to introduce and invite Chair of SEMA Canada, Mr. Martin Buckle, to say a few words.
Mayor Crombie's here.
Oh, the mayor's arrived. So I'll keep this quick so that we can get on to the mayor. I really want to emphasize how important Doug Ford has been in making this happen. As he said, in 2011, when we went to see him and we talked about this, it was very clear that he really wanted this sport to grow, and he really wanted us to take the lead and make it happen. And it's amazing to see what's happened in that time. So it shows what you can do when you really put your minds to it. So I'd like to thank the mayor, thank Premier Ford. I'd like to thank Minister of Education Lisa Thompson. It was amazing when the budget came out, and there in the page 129 or something of the budget was cricket. I think that's the first time I've seen cricket in the budget of Ontario.
First time ever.
I'd like to thank the Minister of Tourism, Sport and Culture, Michael Tibolo. None of this stuff happens just on its own or just with a few people. Even the people you see here today, there's dozens of people behind the scenes. And the ministers have taken so much time and effort to help us with this, and their staff as well. So I'd like to thank the Minister of Tourism, his staff, particularly Chief of Staff Dan Jacobs, and Assistant Deputy Minister Steve Harlow, who are really trying to make this happen on a sustainable basis in Ontario, so that for generations to come we will be able to use these pitches and have generations of kids playing outside in team sports with a healthy lifestyle. I'd also like to thank the Premier's Deputy Chief of Staff, Amin Masoodi. Amin has been with us again since the Toronto days. And now that the Mayor is here, I'd like to thank Mayor Crombie for her support. When she was Councillor Crombie and we were dealing with Mayor McCallion, now Mayor Crombie was one of the real supporters behind this, really made it happen in Mississauga. And we need all these different parts and all these different cities to make it happen. And this winter, thanks to an introduction by the Premier's team, we went up to Ottawa and we met Mayor Watson. And so we have a team here today from Ottawa because of these guys making it happen. I'd also like to thank Canadian Tire and Jumpstart. You know, this obviously doesn't happen for free. There's a lot of different parts that come in. We provide cricket equipment for something like 150 schools, and we couldn't do that without Canadian Tire and without Jumpstart, so I'd like to thank them. And Scott Fraser is here to represent them, and I'm sure he'll speak later. And I'd also like to thank Derek Pereira and all the volunteers, the parents, the teachers, the volunteer coaches, everybody who helps make this happen, the ground staff who've given us, I think, one of the best pitches I've ever seen anywhere in the world. So thank you all very much for coming out.
Thank you, Martin. And I'd now like to call Her Worship, Mayor Bonnie Crombie.
Well, that was just in time, I think. Thank you all. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Ontario Cricket Championship and the Family Cricket Day. On behalf of my team, I want to welcome the Premier, Doug Ford, and his team to our great city. Always a great day when the Premier's in town. And he brought great weather with him. Thank you very much. I've just left the race against racism, so I was racing up here and running a little late, but I'm here now. Be here for the better part of the morning. Excited to hear about the Premier's Cricket Cup and look forward to hearing more about how Mississauga can get involved and hopefully take home the inaugural cup. Yes? All right. Also want to thank Ranjit Saini, the President of Cricket Canada, and also Ontario Cricket Development Organization, CIMA Canada, and the Canadian Tire Jumpstart Foundation for hosting today's competition. Thank you for all you do to help foster this beloved sport in Mississauga and for engaging people of all ages, especially our youth. It's a wonderful sport which continues to grow in popularity each and every year. Mississauga is quickly becoming Cricket City. We're proud, very proud that we're home to 7 cricket pitches right here, including this Mavis Cricket Ground, and that's more than the city of Toronto. Just saying. No competition, though. Listen, the skills and disciplines that the players learn on the cricket course with their teammates are those kinds of skills that they need throughout their lives: teamwork, discipline, respect, etc. When Derek was here last year, he taught me how to play a little bit, and I must say I was very, very proud to hit a 6. Hit a 6 in the 6, right? Hit a 6 in the 905, okay. But very, very proud. My first game did pretty well, Premier. I'm just saying, I even brought just brought my bat too. It's in the car. I'll be bringing it up here. So look forward to picking up that bat again today, brushing up my skills. Maybe we can do even better. Anyways, delighted to be here as always. Been a big supporter of cricket as our population grows, and it's been so diverse. It's very important that we cater to the needs of our population, the diverse communities that is Mississauga. And if cricket is in demand, then cricket field pitches we're going to build, right? Yes, that's right. So we wish everyone competing the best of luck. Lights, all right, lights, yes. We hear you. All right. So listen, everyone competing, we wish you the best of luck. We're here to learn what cricket is all about. Enjoy the match, and may the best teams win. Thank you all very, very much.
Minister of Education, Lisa Thompson.
Good morning, everyone. It is so good to be in Mississauga and celebrating a sport that is growing across this province. You know, we recognize it. The Premier never forgets. And when we were working on a budget and we were talking education, the Premier said we need to make sure that young people have an opportunity to enjoy sport, to get outside. And so that's why I'm pleased to share with all of you here today. And my team, our team, Premier, heard yesterday about how our government is choosing to invest more in young people, invest more in sports. So from an education perspective, I'm really pleased to share with everyone today that we're going to be investing over 3 years $500,000 for team sports, school sport, to ensure young people have a chance to not only experience what it's like to win and lose as a team, but to build a sense of community. That's what's really important, and that's what sports and teams do. So, every team couldn't do it without their teachers or their volunteer coaches. I thank you very much. Teams couldn't do it without their sponsors, and it's great to see the proud recognition of the sponsors here today. But to all the cricket players here, I want you to think about your parents. I was very fortunate to grow up with a lot of hockey and a lot of fastball in my family. And as parents, I'm sure you can relate, that became our social world. That became our connection. It was our own sense of community. So cricket players, I want you to join me in thanking your parents and making sure that you have an opportunity to get out and enjoy this sport. Put your hands together. Don't be shy. Sincerely, parents, thank you for recognizing how important it is to have your young people outside enjoying a team sport and growing that sense of community right here in Mississauga and beyond. And from an education perspective, I was speaking earlier to Martin and to Renelle and Derek. I'm going to do my part because, again, I'm a parent that has enjoyed what it's like to go to OFSA, to play at the provincial level. Listen to me as if I was on the ice. But to see young people play at the provincial level and the pride that goes with representing that community is innate. So we're going to do our best from an education perspective to make sure that cricket, as it continues to grow, has an opportunity not only to compete within Mississauga and Intercity League, but from school to school, we want to see cricket grow across this province and take a rightful place in the OFSA spectrum of sport. So thank you for being here. We're with you 100%. And again, I can't wait to see everybody out on the pitch. So have a good day, everyone.
Thank you. The President of the Canadian Tire Jumpstart Foundation, Mr. Scott Fraser.
Great job. Great job, Scott.
Thank you.
Way to go, buddy.
Thank you. Hey, hi everyone. Morning. On behalf of Canadian Tire and Canadian Tire Jumpstart Charities, we're very proud to be here and supporting cricket. I can tell you sport is in our DNA at Canadian Tire. And specific to Jumpstart, our mandate is to give all kids of all abilities access to sport and play because it does wonderful things that have been mentioned already, the confidence, the meeting friends, the social skills, the courage, and so on. But that's what we do, and we're very proud to do that. We're very proud to be very involved with cricket. At Jumpstart in 2018, we helped fund over 310,000 kids in multiple sports, but cricket happened to be our fastest growing sport. So 2,000 kids in 2018 were involved in cricket because of Jumpstart. So it's something we're very proud of. Yeah, thank you. So to the athletes, good luck today on behalf of Canadian Tire and Jumpstart. Keep going, stay in sports. You know what, you're meeting new friends today. Hopefully you socialize with the other teams. You're here to compete and may the best team win. But enjoy it and stay in sports. It does wonderful things for you. So again, thank you, and we appreciate being here.
President of Cricket Canada, Mr. Ranjit Saini.
Good morning, everyone. It's a great day, great weather, and it's wonderful to see the commitment from the provincial government for cricket, and so many of the members of the government are here, and MPPs and the Premier himself, and Mayor Crombie. We are delighted with the support that and the attention that cricket is getting these days. Cricket Canada has brought a major world level cricket to Canada. The Global T20, which brings a lot of international players annually to Ontario. At some point, I would like to have an audience with the Premier and the government to see how we can turn that tournament and other events into a global tourism festival for Ontario, along with all the other things that we are wanting to do. So it's great to see the support and the commitment from the Ontario government. And I thank you for coming over, and also thank everyone else who have come here today to make this a successful event, and also getting the government to publicly commit here to support cricket. Thank you.
Great, thank you. We'll make that happen. I like that idea. We'll do that together.
I'd like to call upon the captain of the Canadian national cricket team, Davy Jacobs.
Thanks, Derek. First thing, these boys have been coaching you for 4 years. And when I got here 4 years ago, I didn't know anything about basketball. You told me I need to support the Raptors. I get it now, okay? I want to congratulate Derek, everyone at OCDO, SEMA, everyone involved, sponsors for this event. And welcome all the VIPs. I'm sure we'll be harassing you for some selfies after this. Get it on the gram. As mentioned, cricket is the fastest growing sport in Canada. And Cricket Canada, under Mr. President Ranjit Saini, we have a big vision for what we want to achieve, where we want to go. And we always talk about who we represent, not just the country and the community, but the kids, the future generations. And it starts here because it has to go both ways. You need pathways, you need to start somewhere, and it's these programs that will lead us to have a feeding system and a pathway to being successful. 4 years ago, almost exactly 4 years ago this month, I flew here from South Africa just to do 2 camps with Derek, 2 high performance camps. And I was so impressed with this organization, the cricket community, and the country itself, that within a week or 2, I called my wife and I said to her, I think we got to move here.
Good decision.
Yeah.
Great decision.
It's 4 years later. I'm supporting the Raptors, but we're still in cricket. My kids are here, they have Canadian accents. And I'm the Canadian captain. So everything started from an organization like this. And I think it's important that we all realize how important this is. We always throw in the support. Thank you for all the sponsors again, for OCDO, for SEMA, everyone involved. We can't change the world. It's very difficult if you want to make an impact in the world, but sport, for some reason, is the biggest thing. We know what happened in my country years ago in South Africa, that Nelson Mandela used sport to unite the country, and that's the key. So congratulations to everyone. Let's do this. Thank you.
Yeah, very well said. Thank you. Thanks for moving here.
Thanks, Davey. Now, I know everybody's hungry and everybody wants to get into the activities, but I must mention some of the people who make this happen. And I would like to recognize some of the OCDO sponsors, Mr. Akib and Kashif Majid, representing Sufi's Gummies, Handy Foods, Bullet Energy Drinks, and Pure Heaven Drinks. Thank you. Mr. Ahmed of Bay Homes, Romali Joshi, TD Mortgage Specialist, and Mr. Shabir Badin, Spy Construction. Now, in closing, I just want to mention that the SEMA Schools program is the biggest of its kind in North America. We have reached over 500 schools, we've certified thousands of teachers, and we've introduced the game to numerous schools all over the province. So that's a fact we're really proud of, but that doesn't happen without the hard work of Mr. Ranil Mendes. Right here in Mississauga, right here at the Mavis ground, this is a fact that I'm really proud of, is that some of the juniors just as small as you, who started here right at Mavis 16 years ago, are now representing Canada, playing for professional franchises around the world. Our program's growing, We are the largest academy in North America, and we're based right here in Mississauga. We have a vision to keep going for another 16 years and more. Madam Mayor, we need your continued support. And one way to do that is, I know grounds are hard to come by, but we can make it longer at the ground if we have lights. And thank you. So, in closing, everybody, thank you all. Thank you to the volunteers. Thank you to the parents, to the players for coming out and making this a fantastic event. Before you leave, we'd like to take a nice photo right now. And so I guess we'd get everybody pushed back slightly. And the teams lined up with your team banners.
Great. Can we get all the dignitaries to come over here to the center, please? Thank you.
Premier.
Greg, can we hold